Hello everyone and welcome to this special interview on a major innovation in interventional cardiology. We are today at the health corner of the innovation showroom of the CEA in Grenoble, France. I am here with Christophe Bureau. Christophe, bonjour. You have a PhD in physics. You're an ex-engineer of the CEA from the Fundamental Research Department of the Paris-Saclay Center, from which you spun off the startup AlchiMedics, based on your invention of a revolutionary coating technology. Could you introduce us to the HT Supreme stent?
Maïa, with great pleasure, Maïa. The HT Supreme stent is a sirolimus drug-eluting stent with very special properties, largely stemming from its bilayer coating, which was developed at the CEA.
And what makes this coating so innovative?
This stent derives its innovation from a technology called electrografting, which makes it possible to create polymer brushes having extremely low thickness, around 200 nanometers, and which are covalently bonded to the stent's metal surface. This small brush acts as a Velcro fastener, preventing cracking and delamination during expansion of a reservoir layer around 5 to 10 microns thick, which contains the sirolimus that can be released over a set period of time.
And how does this system impact drug release?
Our aim was to limit as much as possible the exposure of arterial tissues to the drug sirolimus. Sirolimus is an anti-proliferative drug which obviously prevents the proliferation of smooth muscle cells that cause neointimal hyperplasia and restenosis, but it's also a molecule that inhibits the migration of endothelial cells, which we want to see migrate in order to heal the artery, which was damaged following stent expansion. We therefore chose to synchronize the peak of release of sirolimus to match exactly with the time window when smooth muscle cell proliferation is maximum, circa 20 days after stent expansion, and then to make the drug disappear as quickly as possible by choosing a biodegradable release matrix. The sirolimus disappears completely at 30 days, and the biodegradable polymer matrix itself disappears completely at 60 days.
This is a very rapid release profile. In concrete terms, what are the expected benefits for patients?
You're quite right. It's the fastest profile on the market, the shortest in terms of release. The advantage is twofold. The first is that it allows you to contaminate the surrounding tissue for a shorter time as possible with a drug that is known to delay and inhibit wound healing. And once the biodegradable layer has completely disappeared, the electrografted brush layer underneath acts as a healing booster because it accelerates the migration of endothelial cells. We have indeed been able to demonstrate this through in vitro studies. The electrografted brush layer accelerates healing by a factor of about 2 compared with the bare metal stent, which is generally considered to be the positive benchmark for rapid healing. Chicha.
Are these results clinically confirmed?
Yes, they are. 500,000 patients have now been implanted with the HT Supreme stent. 2 clinical trials have been carried out. The Pioneer 3 study, a randomized trial involving 1,600 patients simultaneously in the USA, Europe, and Japan, with dual anti-aggregation therapy of 6 months, showed very low thrombosis rates. A post-marketing randomized study, Pioneer 4, is underway in Europe, involving 2,500 patients and the use of a dual anti-aggregation therapy for just 1 month, made possible precisely because of the ultra-rapid healing achieved with the HT Supreme stent.
So this stent could be particularly beneficial for certain patients?
You're absolutely right. For this category of patients, known as those at high risk of bleeding and for whom long anti-aggregation dual therapy poses a problem, the early healing achieved with the HT Supreme stent precisely reduces the need for these long anti-aggregation dual therapies. More generally, all patients will be able to benefit from this rapid healing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.